What's up, y'all?
Hey, guys.
We are back, honey.
Second episode.
Episode 2, baby. It's your girl, Sherelle Renae.
And my name is Ashley, and this is the Bear With Me.
Yes.
Podcast. Yo.
You know? Yes, y'all. So,
today,
yeah, let's go and get into it, honey.
we are going to actually play a little icebreaker game to kind of warm us up a little bit, get us talking.
Yes, y'all, because we're about to get into some things today. So we're going to go ahead on and get into it. Ash done got us this card game, y'all.
Let's get deep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's a card game, Friends Edition. They have Couples Edition and all other stuff, but this is just basically a little icebreaker for you and your friend or friends. And basically, they ask some crazy ass questions. They have an icebreaker. They have deep questions and deeper, but we feeling a little frisky.
Yeah, we feeling a little frisky, y'all. So we like, you know what? Let's just go deeper.
So we're gonna go deeper. I'm gonna pull a card for me to ask Sherelle. I'm a little nervous.
Scared. You nervous?
I'm a little nervous.
Ooh.
And then
look, we is not sponsored by these people, so
girl,
just saying. But maybe we will be.
Let me see.
Maybe we will be. Are we sponsored? You never know. I don't know. Uh-oh. I don't like that face. What happened?
This question, let's see.
Oh,
it says,
Lord.
What does your version of hell look like? Do they mean literally or like?
Right. Like, do you mean like hell on earth or do you mean like hell?
I guess it don't matter. What does your version of hell look like?
My version of hell, brimstone and fire.
Girl.
I don't know. Okay. I mean, you know, a lot of people would say hell on earth, but I don't know. I try not to live there. So I don't know. What would you say?
I say let's pull a different card. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's pull a different card. Let me see.
I don't know.
I want a crazy question. Yeah, we don't live there.
I don't got no answer for that.
We cheating because
Oh. Let's do it.
Do you think your life is easier or harder now compared to when you were younger? Did you have a hard childhood or?
No, I definitely think my childhood was pretty easy. You know, it's easier anyway, just being a child. And I just feel like when you're an adult, you just have so many responsibilities. And then, Lord forbid, you have kids. That's like even more responsibility. So, but I don't feel like it's like hard. I just feel like it just isn't as easy as it was when you were a kid, if that makes sense. What you think?
It's the opposite for me. I think my childhood was very hard. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My childhood was hard compared to my now. Because now, like, everything that I'm doing as far as my kids is my way. It's totally different than the way I grew up.
Got you.
So, it's a breeze, I would say, compared to how I was raised.
Got it. Okay, so let me see. Let's see.
They need to ask like
some spicy. Have you ever had to call emergency services? If so, what for? Oh, that's good. That's kind of good.
Services.
Now, when they say emergency services, I'm just gonna assume 911.
Yeah, they mean okay. Yes.
Oh.
And the funny part is, the first time I ever personally called 911 was because my because my children, my boys, their father had mushed me in my forehead.
What?
He mushed me in my forehead, so I called the police. Yes, girl. Yes. We was arguing. I don't even remember what the argument was about. And we was like this. And he mushed me in my forehead, girl, like trying to get me out his face. And I called the police and hung up, girl. And they sure as hell still came. They came. We had to we had to write statements. He had to leave for the night, girl. It was.
I know that's. Well, look.
Don't put your hands on me, nipple.
Hit me and can't fight. I'm just saying.
I was like, I ain't never called 911 before. I just wanted to call them. Like,
excuse me, 911. Hello, I have a domestic.
And I'm lying because I think I said like my boyfriend hit me or something like that. Then I hung up the phone.
Oh, and you know they was gonna come.
And they came.
Oh, you better believe they was gonna come. They don't play with black men and black people and domestic violence. They
was
they
there.
Don't play them kind of games at all.
I'm gonna ask you one more. see.
Is that the police Lil Wayne was talking about?
Girl, okay. Hold on. Let me see.
Oh, Lord. I feel like it's about to stress me out.
Oh, I want we cheating.
I feel like it's about to stress me out, y'all. Don't cheat now. Give it to me.
Describe the last time you had to defend yourself.
Well, like just in general, or like bop, because we already discussed that.
No, okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be a fight, but just you had to stand up for yourself. You had to defend yourself.
I would definitely say a couple months back, when I had to let someone know how I felt about a situation that I felt like just wasn't right.
Mm-hmm. What situation wasn't right?
The situation was, it was someone's birthday. We went out of town for it. It was a lot of just, it was just a lot of just miscommunication.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of one-sided,
and they had you fucked up,
and they just basically had me fucked up. And so I had to get them together. And I'm the type of person, like, I'm like a plane. Like, if something is, it just depends though, because if something is bothering me, I'm gonna say something. But a lot of times, if I have a lot going on or whatever, it takes a lot for me to I have to deal with one thing at a time. Taking on too much at one time, that's just a lot for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like I'm a plane, so I have to land, like, to get my thoughts together. And once I land, I can think straight. I can say everything I need to say. Because if I don't take that time to, like, think about what I need to say, other things may come out that I may or may not mean,
mm-hmm.
or whatever. So, yeah, girl.
Okay, getting them all the way together.
Yeah,
you want to ask one more question?
Because, yeah.
Oh, we hop into it?
Yeah. Let me go ahead on and...
Let's
see. Let me look at the car.
We ain't supposed to. But I done pulled like 3 cards. Like,
that ain't. I'm trying to find a good juicy one, y'all. I mean, them cute, but I need something. Okay, I guess when was a time you faced rejection? Sis can't think of a time because who get rejected?
Right. Right. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, rejection. Let's see.
Let me find out.
I don't really get rejected. I'm not even being funny. I'm not even really being funny.
Don't play with her. No? Not even like if you ask like your homegirl or something like, hey girl, you want to hang out and something, you just kind of...
No, it'd be me wanting to stay home.
I feel you.
I'm trying to think.
She ain't never felt that. I know that's right. That real. Well, that's all I say. Well, you heard it here first.
So we just gonna like hop into it.
All right, y'all. So that was the icebreaker. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah. That was cute. That was fun. It was some cute questions.
Right. I'm gonna have to dig through them and kind of like.
We needed some. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. There's some in there too, but I'll be in there like just scrolling
all day.
So yeah,
we're just gonna get into it, y'all. So today we are going to discuss a few things. Before we get into this, just want to make this.
Here we go.
We just gotta make this disclaimer. Listen, these are just our thoughts, opinions, and experiences. In no way, shape, or form are we saying that what we say is just completely Bible, that we do not know everything, okay? Mm-hmm. But as we grow, as you know, as we grow and grow with you and you grow with us, we are just gonna get through all of these things together. And again, it's just commentary on, life experiences. So please, you guys, keep that in mind at all times.
So we wanted to kind of dive in. We had a little bit of fun first episode. We
wanted that was cute.
Wanted to get a little deeper.
Yeah, let's go deep.
So we're going to talk about relationships, of course, but not just relationships.
Yes.
We want to talk about being equally yoked in your relationship and being in relationships that are in alignment with what you want, where you're going, where you're trying to be, and staying in relationships that are not in alignment where you're going or where you're trying to be.
Absolutely.
So I know personally for me, any relationship that I get in, obviously we have those conversations in the beginning, right? What we want. Oh, I want a big family. I come from a big family, or I want a lot of kids, or marriage. That's my biggest one, marriage. Because that's the disclaimer I give. I definitely put that out there. Like, I'm trying to be married.
Period. We too old.
So, I feel like anytime you're dating, you have to let it be known from the very beginning what your non-negotiables are. You know what I'm saying? The things that you want and what you foresee for the relationship. And I just feel like we don't be holding people to that.
It's true.
We don't hold people to that, and then we be unhappy and disappointed in the results in our relationship and looking for more.
Right.
Trying to change people, and what you want to say?
I agree. I feel like, when it comes to relationships, you definitely have to make your requests known from the beginning. You definitely have to let people know in any relationship, whether it's relationships, friendships, situationships, whatever ship you on. I mean, it's just letting your requests be known from the jump, so that way nobody is confused. That way, you have an understanding, and you can move forward. And I just think it's so important to be on the same page, or else it's almost like I like to look at it like it's like this path.
Come on with it. Eagle, planes, path. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it's like okay, there's like a crossroad. So now, because it comes to the point to where there is a crossroad, and it's like, all right, you either gonna go this way or this way together, or you just gonna just veer off apart. And the thing about it is nothing wrong sometimes with veering apart. Sometimes it just depends on what is your common goal and outcome of that. So for instance, if say you're going this way, they're going this way, if the plan is to eventually come back and meet in the middle, okay, cool. But then sometimes some people don't have vision like that.
Right.
Some people don't have that vision in relationships. The both of you cannot have that vision in the relationship, or you could have that vision and it still just don't align. It just depends on what it is that, y'all doing and what you want to do.
So why do you think that people get in relationships, and they're in agreement as far as like a common goal, right? Why do you think, and I'm just gonna say marriage because that's big for me.
That's the common goal.
That's the common goal, right? So you guys are in agreement that marriage is the common goal. So why do you think it takes so long to reach that common goal? Because my perspective is that, okay, things happen in a relationship, things that will set you back, whatever. But if the ultimate goal is to be married, at what point do you take the appropriate steps to fix the issue that you have versus just sitting in a situation and you're just stagnant? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we know we want to get married, but like, just not now. But why not now?
Right. I mean, I think different factors can play into that. It just depends on mentally where you are, financially where you are. You can both be on the same, say, wavelength on like the majority. Like, okay, we know we want to be married. We know we want to be together. We love each other. We have this common goal, but there's a little kinks we got to work out before, because me personally, I don't want to marry nobody who is not ready. Regardless of how long we've been together, regardless of whatever, it's like mentally, if they're not ready and if I'm not ready, I'm just not doing it, because marriage is very sacred to me. Marriage is something that I just don't want to play with at all. Because when I say my vows, I want to mean them, and I want that person to mean them as well. And I also want it to be, the right time. And I think we can get caught up on, the idea of marriage. I think some people can get caught up in the idea of marriage, but it's like, what are you really marrying for? Because a lot of people not marrying for love no more. I can tell you that.
Right.
A lot of people
put them coins.
Yeah, a lot of people. Baby, if you got that money.
Trying to get them coins, honey. Trying to get secured. Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it just depends, like what you really want it for. Is it because you've been with this person for this amount of time? Or is it because you're really ready? This is the common goal. This is what you want. And yes, I think we're ready now.
Right.
You know, I guess it just depends. What you think?
I mean, yes, I don't want to marry anybody who's not ready and things like that. But I just feel like when y'all have a common goal, I feel like the relationship should consistently be working towards that.
Absolutely.
At least. I don't feel like we should just be having the same conversations over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we should actually be productively moving towards the common goal, whether that's we need to be in counseling because there's a miscommunication somewhere. Because there's a reason why two people want to be married and they're not ready. And they're not married, excuse me. Right. Whether it's, because to me, somebody can't tell me it's financial because I don't get married for money or, you know, because we can go to the courthouse, you know what I'm saying? Then we can save up our money and have a nice ass honeymoon.
So do you feel like it's an excuse, low key?
I do feel like
I got
funny. Funny. I was going to say money and finance. I feel like money isn't it. I do feel like when people say, oh, you know, just money, because it just depends on the type of woman you have, honestly, because I don't care about none of that. Right. So nobody can say money to me like, oh, you know, I don't want a big grand wedding, you know, but I just feel like we should at least be actively working towards that goal. Like if you know communication is the issue in your relationship and y'all can't work it out, y'all need to be seeing a counselor, y'all need to be seeing a mediator, something. I agree. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like career-wise, like, you know, y'all are not where y'all need to be career-wise, then okay, we need to be talking about what's our next move. Like, what are we going to be investing in? What are we going to put our money towards so that we can quit this job or not do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's something to be done to actively push you towards that common goal. So just sitting there like, oh, you know, just things are just not where they need to be and we're just not ready. Like, that can't be the excuse for me. Right. Because anything that happens, and it's like, okay, we either gonna separate or we're gonna do this thing.
Oh, absolutely.
So we either gonna grow together or we're gonna go our separate ways. But you can't tell me like, I want to be with you and I want to marry you, but you're not actively doing anything to work towards getting to that common goal.
Yes.
We can talk all day.
Yeah, no, for real. There has to be a plan, and not just a plan laid out where it's like, okay, we know we gonna do this. But like you said, there's nothing in between to what are you working towards to get there? Right. What's happening in the meantime? That is so important. And again, you know, at the end of the day, I just feel like we all, I mean, individually, and especially when you have a significant other, you just have to both have a plan individually, right, and a plan together. That way, either way it goes, you good. Right. Because nothing is guaranteed. Right. You know, relationships, you know, people, even marriages, people divorce, break up, whatever, for different reasons. A lot of things isn't always about cheating, or everything isn't always about, you know, financial. Right. Everything isn't always about, oh, well, she don't cook or he don't do this.
But that's big.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, you gotta be able to come on now. But you know, sometimes it's just simply communication. Sometimes it be like the little things. Sometimes it's just like the little effort that one would put into the relationship. Because it's like if you're not, okay, I can deal with somebody who's willing. Right. Exactly. You because the two of you have to be two willing vessels. It can't just be one person that's just, you know, want to work it out and make those necessary steps. It has to be
plan the date. I show up. Like, no, I don't want to always be planning everything.
Right, you do it.
You put some effort in there. Yeah.
Right. It has to be effort on both ends. And I find it personally, too, that, you know, a lot of times I think even us women, we kind of get a little lax in our relationships, and we kind of, you know, especially when it's locked in, I think we have a habit of kind of getting a little lax, like, okay, this is it, you know what I'm saying? We got this, he ain't going, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it ain't even the fact that you having the attitude of he ain't going nowhere, because look, she might, you know?
He damn well might. He damn well might get tired of looking at that
same
bonnet every night.
Exactly. So not the bonnet.
Because we get comfortable. We don't even be trying.
We really don't. We get so comfortable. And I know I personally have had times, and I probably still do have those moments where I have to catch myself and I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me pull myself back together. Not for my relationship, but just for me as a woman, as a young woman at that.
Right.
Like,
I want to
look like something, pull myself together too. I mean, when you home, but even sometimes when you home, it's okay to put your hair up in a ponytail instead of having a bonnet on.
Still look. You said instead of having a bonnet on? Oh, yeah. Exactly. It's okay to it's okay to kind of.
And I'm preaching to myself.
Right.
I'm preaching to myself.
That's me too, girl. Because I just ever since I cut my hair, girl, I just wake up and just look around. My son be like, you ain't going to do nothing to your hair? I'm like.
And it'd be bad when the kids be on your business and tell you about yourself. Like, can you do something?
Right. Yeah, girl. No, you just gotta keep it funky.
And it's funny because my kids are like small, like they toddlers. But my daughter, she's 3, and I'm gonna tell you something. What I noticed, and this is how I take it, like how you would say your son to be like, "Oh, well, mom, you're not gonna do nothing to your hair." I take that as when I do dress up,
right?
You're so beautiful.
We don't normally see you like this.
Right. You're so beautiful. Like, damn.
Yeah. That's what my son said today. He was like, "You look cute today." I'm like, "Today."
And I look cute
every damn day.
Kids will humble you.
Yeah, they will. They sure will. They sure did. And I told him the other day, like, I'm going on a date. My son was like, I hope you ain't going like that.
Oh, kids is so honest.
I'm like, no, I'm gonna pull it together. Don't worry. But damn.
I mean, I know y'all, and ladies, I know y'all feel us like, and then sometimes you just don't have the energy to, especially when you being a mom. It's no excuse though. It shouldn't be no excuse regardless. Right. But when you're a mom, you do have a lot going on. Sometimes you really just don't feel like it, right? But we got to get out of that. We still have to get out of that because it's a lot of moms around the world.
Right.
It's a lot of people that's busy. It's a lot of people that got stuff going on. We got to keep ourselves going and keep ourselves desirable for ourselves first.
Right.
But just for our man too, at the end of the day, because trust and believe, they will go and seek whatever it is that they feel like they lacking or whatever. And it ain't, like I said.
And it goes for them too. Because they be going a while, some weeks without haircuts and stuff. And we like fresh cuts.
Oh, I was finna get on.
We like fresh cuts. We like a nice lined up beard.
I
smell good. Don't come around here stink. You ain't wash your ass today. You've been playing the game for 2 days.
Listen, I'm getting on them. Trust and believe.
You worried about my body and you look like Billy Gruff.
Yes, like do something. Do something with yourself.
No, but you definitely got to keep it. You got to keep it spontaneous.
Yeah, and that goes both ways, fellas. Listen, your girl don't. Listen, fellas, y'all gotta. Where's the romance?
Right.
Y'all gotta. We need more romance.
We need more romance.
We women like to feel wanted just like men.
Exactly.
But we ain't talking about y'all right now. But we talking about y'all right now.
Right.
It's like women want to feel that romance says. Like,
set it up nice.
Yeah, like
and you know the thing about it is we drop hints.
All day, every day.
Because I'd be like this. I'd be like, oh my God, that's so cute.
Like, look at this.
That's so cute, real loud. He'd be like, he'd be ignoring me for a minute too. I'd be like, damn, man, he did that. I'd be real loud. He'd be like, did what, Ashley? I'd be like,
look
nothing.
Look how this man
I'd be like, nothing. It's just he just went all out for his girl's birthday and he put a whole video together.
Listen.
And I'd be showing, it's like.
It's true, y'all. I'm just saying.
Because you know what? They just get so, and I understand that like women are the brains and then y'all are like the money, right?
But we need y'all to be the brains.
We need
sometimes.
y'all to put some effort into it. We don't want y'all to just show up.
That's it. Just more effort. That's it. Like, just show me that you put a little bit more effort into it, even if it's something as simple as a dinner, right?
Right.
Sometimes it's not even about going out. Sometimes it's just about set up something at the house. Hell, call a chef to the house sometimes, or
I much
some
rather
pillows
that
on the floor, put some candles around it, and let's just sit on the floor.
Make
and
me
eat.
a damn picnic.
Something like it's the thought that counts. And women, we are very much so like details. Like we love that.
Pay attention.
So that's what it is. It's about paying attention. And women too. Like I just think in relationships, we all must pay attention to because everybody's love language is different, right? And that's another thing. You have to understand your partner's love language,
right?
And that comes with communication. Understand what makes them feel love, what makes them feel like you're alert, you're here, you're present, not just physically present, but like emotionally present as well.
Because even like with my current, my boy's dad, obviously his love language is totally different than my current, right? So like even with the guy I'm with now, like met his, what I was used to doing was like I buy stuff. Like, oh, I thought about you. I was at the store, or, oh, I seen this. I thought about you. And yes, he was appreciative and stuff, but like, he wanted to be touched.
Okay.
He wanted me to like sit on his lap while he playing the game, rub his shoulders, rub his head. And I had to kind of like steer into that because I'm not really like touchy-feely like that all the time. Cause it's like, I'm the girlfriend that's like the homie too.
Okay.
So when we outside, I don't got to be all up on you if we around your friends and stuff. I let you kind of do you and I hang. I'm cool, whatever. Right. So I had to kind of get more into that as well and just understand that like, okay, he like to be touched. He want his ears rubbed and all that.
Right.
And rub on his head and his back while he's sleeping.
But you see how you paid attention to
but
that.
I pay attention because I used to get mad like, oh, I do this for you and then you don't appreciate it. I buy you this and that. I be thinking about you and shit. You don't be thinking about me because he don't think like that. He don't be at the store and be like, oh, yeah, she did say she need this. Let me get that. It just be, you know what I mean?
That is so
in and out his ears. But, like, I had to tell him, like, listen, because his whole thing is like, he'll, and everybody do it. They'll, good morning, good morning, beautiful, you to death. Oh my God, you look so beautiful, this, that, and third. And it's like, that's cool and everything, but that's not my love language.
I got you.
I like acts of service. I like to see you go in there and wash the dishes without me telling you to wash the dishes. You just see them in there. I like you taking the initiative and like taking the kids a bath so that I don't got to do it. I could chill, run the bath like, hey, this is done already. Don't worry about that. Yes. I've been gone all day. I don't want to come home to no dirty ass house. Have the house clean, have things in order. That's my love language, acts of service. And we had to exchange that because I'm like, hey, listen, you're doing this wrong. You're doing this all wrong. I don't give a damn about no good morning beautiful. I don't want to roll over and you look so beautiful today. Nigga, get out my face.
Listen,
I don't even like to talk in the morning. So back your ass up, please.
Listen, I feel that because let me tell you, because I will say this. And it's funny that you say that because my dude, that's his love language. Like everything that's what he do.
Words of affirmation or acts of service?
Acts of service. Okay. Definitely, hands down, acts of service. And he is very touchy-feely, affection. Love that. I feel like I used to be more affectionate. I don't know. And I'm talking about like years prior to. I feel like I used to be. I'm not really sure when that changed a little bit. I'm not saying that it like 100% changed, but it's not like my first line of my love language, I would say. But I will say that where he pays attention to small things, because when he's at the store, it is, hey, oh, I thought about you. I got this. Or he'll just bring something home and I will give him that. Like, he is very good about that. And I appreciate that because I don't think that way.
Exactly.
And I don't know, because I'm not used, I guess it's like I'm not used to thinking that way because it's not my love language per se. But, usually that's what happens. It's like we act out what our love language is versus what that person needs.
Exactly.
So that's how it goes. And then it makes sometimes it can make that person feel unappreciated.
Exactly.
Because you're not giving them the response that they want, but it's just understanding what it is that makes them feel versus what you feel when you do it.
Right.
So I would say that. And with me, I would say like, I have different love languages for different times. It's just so weird. I feel like I'm all over the place with mine. Like 1 minute I want to be affectionate. 1 minute I do want. I'm not really a big gifts person though.
But it just
'cause I don't
depends
care
on your
about
love
that.
tank and where you at. And if it's
Yeah.
empty, if it's like, I just want some attention right now,
I
or
love
whatever
that.
the case may be.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we have like a specific love language. Because don't get me wrong, if I come outside and I look good and my hair done, everything's done, I want you
be all over me.
Because I want you to be like, damn, you look good. But that's just not my number one. And I be having to remember, because like with him, like I said, his is words of affirmation, and he wants to be acknowledged. Like, oh, I see you did this. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Whereas me, like, I just do it because I do it. I don't be looking for like a, hey,
and I think that's
thank you.
Thing.
Yeah,
it's because when you don't look for it, it's kind of like you don't really pay attention to it,
right?
Like when you're not looking for it,
right?
But I think it's important to understand each other's, and then that way when we do realize, like, all right, well, this is his love language. Right. I recognize that. Let me see how I can make that work for both of us.
Exactly.
Because it's not about it being one way. It does have to come together. So that's really important for relationships.
Right.
But overall,
being equally yoked
is so important, y'all. It is so important because...
So what is your definition of being equally yoked?
Equally yoked to me means like spiritually.
Right.
For sure. Mentally, the goals, your morals, where do you see this going? Right. What is the plan? Once again, right. What are we doing here? Is the goal marriage? Do we want this? Like, it's like equally yoked in everything, in sync.
But I feel like people be lying.
They do.
I feel like it's hard, and it takes time to know if you are equally yoked. Because when you first meet somebody and it's cool and y'all been dating for a year or two, it's like, yeah, I want these things, I want that. But then again, when you're just sitting and you're stagnant and you have one person up here and the other person is still comfortable being right here.
That's true.
It's like, okay, so we're not equally yoked. Like, these are the things that I want. This is where I'm trying to go, but you are comfortable right here. And so my thing is like, why do people stay together like that, in that way? Like, when it's not gonna work, because that's the thing, like, you can just say straight up from the beginning, like, this is what I'm looking for, this is how I want it to go. Even as much as like not being in a relationship, like, listen, right. I just want to have fun.
Yeah, situationships. I mean, if you equally yoked on that, go for it. Like, if that's what y'all both own, go for it. I think that even relationships, friendships, again, whatever ship you want, right? When it comes to that, it shouldn't be no excuse for nothing, right? But we are constantly evolving. We are constantly growing. So say if you start with somebody one way, y'all can start off equally yoked because that's what maybe attracted y'all to each other or whatever. But then the more you start to discover yourself, the more you start to look at your life and figure yourself out and get to really love and know yourself, you may want to switch gears. Now your priorities have changed. Exactly. Now your thoughts have changed. Now your vision has changed. So now you want more. You want to operate higher now. Right. Maybe y'all started here, right? And then one person or both of you start going here, or maybe one person's going down, you're going up, or whichever way it goes, or maybe y'all was going up and then one person just kind of still here and you want to go up here. I mean, it just depends on where you vibrating at, right? Because again, you can be here 1 minute and then somebody at some point, and it just depends on where you are in your life, somebody at some point gonna eventually grow. Exactly. And then that person will eventually grow tired.
And that's the thing. But so it's like, you can't really get upset if the other person is not changing as quickly as you.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of like,
absolutely.
Do you wait it out and see if like they will eventually meet you up here? Or is it okay to just be like, you're not moving fast enough for me?
Well,
because that's the thing. It's like, yes, I might have hit like a mark in my life where it's like, okay, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Career taking off. Right. Spiritually, I'm up here. Like, I'm in my word. I'm, whatever the case may be, like, I'm in a different headspace.
Right.
And my person is just not there yet. might be actively working on it, but not there.
Right.
At what point do you just be like, it's too slow? You ain't getting there. You ain't where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
So this the thing. We are all on our own time. Right? Timetable, but ultimately we on God time. Right? So how I try to look at it is like this. It does come a time where you be like, all right, I done been patient. Right? I done been patient with you.
10 years now. Look, it's 10 years now.
It's been 20 years. I done been patient with your ass. Right? And then it's like, okay, now look, I ain't got no more in me.
Exactly.
Now you done pissed me off. No, but for real, like it does come a time where it's okay to, again, it's okay to work with the willing.
Right.
All right. Now, with working with the willing, how I view it, my personal opinion is, all right, I'm working with you. Exactly. I've been working with you, right?
Okay, right.
Because I'm trying to get up here. I want us to get up here. I hope you want to get up here too.
Right.
I hope we want to get up here, right? Okay. So we going. We right here. We right here. All right. I'm finna go up a little bit though.
Exactly.
You like, all right, I'm coming.
Exactly.
I'm coming.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be there.
Right.
All right, hurry up. We like, hurry up now. All right. So I'm still going.
Right.
And you like, all right, but you inch your way. They inch it. They might not be moving as fast.
Right.
Okay. I can have more patience with the one that's itching a little bit, because it's like, okay, you're trying.
Exactly.
It may not be on my time, because who's to say my time is God's time?
Exactly.
Who's to say my time is perfect at all? Who's to say my time is right?
Right.
This just may be where I am.
Exactly.
Right?
And we get in the habit of telling people like, you're not where you should be. Like
no, that's not our call. That's not our place. We can't say that. We can have an opinion about it.
Right.
We can feel like, okay, well, you're not moving fast enough.
Exactly.
But okay, everybody on their own timetable, and we have to respect people where they are. Right. You don't have to settle. You don't have to deal with it. You can check out at any moment that you want to, if that's what you feel like you want to do, and if you feel like it's worth it. Because at some point you do have to say, okay, when the patience run out, now I have a choice. Now I have to figure out what it is that I want.
Right.
Because what I wanted is for us to go up here and not feel bad about it. Right. What I wanted is for us to come up here and keep going. And I wanted us to do it together. But it seems as though that's not happening. However, I can't get mad at where you are.
Exactly.
Because that's your own,
and that might be exactly where you're supposed to be.
That may be exactly where you need to be, and maybe whatever. And sometimes people grow apart, and sometimes
that's the thing. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Come back together and be so much better for each other. It just depends.
Right.
It depends on the type of person you with. It depends on their mentality and what it is that they want, and then you have to make a choice to say, all right, is this worth me being a little bit more patient with?
Exactly.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, there has to be some type of will, though.
Yeah, it has to be. You cannot be in a relationship by yourself.
Exactly.
You cannot be moving one place by yourself, because at some point, somebody will outgrow the other. And at that point, when you mentally grow, you don't even see things how it used to be. So then the love could grow apart.
Right.
And you can still love them. Like, I still have love for you.
And I've seen people or heard people say that, like, we kind of fell out of love, and they said, I was watching, I think it was an interview, and it was Michelle Obama, and she was saying they've been together 30 years, but she couldn't stand him for 10 years.
Wow.
And she was like, 10 years, I couldn't stand him. I didn't like him. It was when our children were small, and it was kind of like, how come you get to do these things and I don't? She was like, 10 years. But she was like, but them 20 years,
Right.
She was like, I didn't love him 10 years. I was just like, I don't love this man no more. But it's just like, people don't be willing to like go through them years of like not liking each other, trying to grow, trying to like figure each other out and figure out where you at.
That's the important part. It's like, that's the time
people be ready to like, like,
be like,
I'm out of here. I'm out of here now.
And see, that's where we can forfeit
something,
because again, everybody's on their own time. So you could very much feel like you're up here and that person's just not where you are. Right. Who's to say where you are is where you're supposed to be?
And that's the thing, because we be, like instantly we automatically think that we are where we're supposed to be because we see somebody who's, I won't necessarily say below us.
Right.
But we feel like they're not doing as much.
Right.
But we just have a perception of where we're at. You know what I mean? That's like they might be looking at us like, girl, you is not all the way together. You is not. Right. You is not all the way together. Okay.
You might not where you thought you was.
You might have the money and the coins and the career, but baby, right here, you are not there.
And
you
that's what I want to be so careful about. And that's why I don't ever want to come off judgmental to my partner. I don't want to, or my people around me or anything like that, because I'm not where I'm sure I should be. I have so much to work on. Exactly. And so it's like just having that grace for, like how we would want for ourselves, just having that grace for other people. And again, respecting people where they are. Right. And again, you either in or you out. You don't have to deal with it if you don't want to. But if it's worth it, if you see where things can absolutely work in your favor eventually and on God's time and not your own, it's nothing wrong with just being a little bit more patient. But at some point, don't let the patience though. Right. Don't let the patience get it for us.
Right. Don't try. Don't push your luck. Right. Because that's the thing. Like, it's all about just communicating what it is that you want right off the bat. Because I will respect somebody way more who tells me like, okay, listen, I'm not looking for marriage. I kind of just want to have fun. You can do what you do. I do what I do, but you know what we do. You know what I'm saying? Right. I would much rather respect that versus telling me everything you think I want to hear. And we 3 years in and I'm like, hello, what we doing? Because if you want to be in a situationship, just say you want to be in a situationship.
Because then that way, you know what I'm saying? When we link up.
Diddy and Carisha situation. Right. We could do that.
Sweetie.
We can have one of them situations because, baby.
Yeah. Like if that's what you want, look, hey, if that's what we doing, let's do it. Then let's do it on the level that we need to do it on.
I can't lie though, I'm a lover girl. So
absolutely.
That's a little wild to me. That whole situation they have is a little wild to me.
Yeah, I don't really know what's up with that. I'm not sure what they even see in Diddy. Is it the money? Because Diddy Diddy like the boys.
About old as dirt. But see, here's the thing. I thought
Diddy like them boys.
Oh.
Diddy like the boys. I'm just
saying. The thing about it, because like at first I was like, okay, it's cute, what him and Carisha got, or like, I was like, okay, it's cute, like he acknowledges her in public, she acknowledges him. They got this whole little right. So that's why I say at first I thought it was cute because I was just like, okay, like they're not putting a label on it, they just having fun, whatever. But then it's a baby in the mix, then it's another girl in the cut. So it's like with things. So y'all all just like. His little thing, what is it? Shawty Wop? What is it that he calls it? Shawty Wop? Right. It ain't even special no more because now it's other people and it's like.
It's just, look, to each their own. I ain't judging nobody, but, again, I strongly don't believe that Carisha, I think she wants more. And I feel like women in general, that's what we want. We have from kids, I'm pretty sure a lot of us just knew what we wanted before we could even have a boyfriend. Like, we already know what we be wanting.
And I hold you to that. Yeah. The Prince Charming that I wanted when I was 7, I hold you to that.
Yeah, it's like.
You gonna be that.
Right. So it's like, for her to, just kind of go with the flow. And let me just say this, though. She is helping his career for sure.
But his pockets are.
Yeah. And they is, but is it worth it really? Because now look at this. And a lot of people will say, well, she just having fun. No, that girl feelings is definitely in there somewhere.
Right.
She definitely in her feels. It may not be
it was
how,
like, oh, y'all want her to be in a relationship and hurt so bad. And I'm like, no, but it's just like, at first it was just her. And now it's more people just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, popping up into the mix and everything like that.
Good look. It's just not a good look. And like Diddy, I don't know what he got going on, but ladies, you know, stuff like that. You know, if it's not real, if y'all don't have that understanding from the beginning, if it's not a relationship, it's like, all right, y'all done established this just what we doing. We ain't really, we just kicking it. Okay, cool. But then you got to control your feelings because, you know, us women, we are emotional. So it's like, you can't say that. So that's why when you get into something, we got to be clear on it. Look, I might catch feelings.
Right.
I might can do this for a little while, but I might catch feelings. So just letting you know.
The women with the sneaky links and stuff, them some strong ass
y'all
women.
Strong because I ain't gonna be able to do
that. Because me, I start getting in my feelings and it's like, I want to know where you at. I want to know what you doing. What time you coming? Why you didn't text me today?
Like,
and then he gotta, hey, listen. I text you when I text you. Like,
and
no,
like,
you text me right now. That's getting crazy.
That's the thing. We can't get mad. We put ourselves in these situationships, and you can't get mad when it don't work out and go your way because you should have been clear about what you wanted from the beginning. Should have said, hey, look, I don't want no situationship, and if that's what you want, just leave me alone.
Exactly, girl.
But, you know, that's a whole other conversation, y'all. That's a whole other conversation. So we're gonna get into that another time. But all in all, you know, relationships are to be taken serious if that's the type of time you on. And you do have to make your request known from the beginning. You do have to let people know how you feel from the beginning. And don't
stand firm on that. Don't waver. If you want marriage or you don't want marriage or you want a big family and you want kids, like that person, if y'all are in agreement to that, like y'all have to be actively working towards that. And don't feel bad for holding, you know, somebody accountable and standing on that nigga neck because
at all times. And don't play. Listen, don't play with him.
Right.
Don't play with him. Because everything that look one way ain't always that.
Exactly.
You got to know what you doing.
Exactly.
I hope I ain't cut you off.
No, you good, girl.
Okay. Don't play.
Right.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Okay? So, just
this girl is crazy. She is crazy, y'all.
I'm just saying, don't play. You got to know, you got to play the game. It's chess, not checkers, baby. Right. So, just know what you're doing when you doing it. Give them a little inch. Because, see, when if whatever happens, you done did all you could do.
Exactly.
Hear me? You done did all you could do. I done gave you time. I done let you do what you wanted to do.
Exactly.
Now,
my patience is running thin.
That's it.
And that's it.
And you got to be. And once you there, then you can walk away with your feelings intact and you good because you done tried it all.
Exactly.
So that's for you. Message. But yeah.
Message.
Just saying.
Yes, girl.
But yeah, anything else you wanted to add to that? Because I think we pretty much said what we needed to say, honey. I mean, what y'all think? Write us. Let us know in the comments. Hit us up. Don't forget to write us
in the questions.
Y'all
want some juicy questions?
Yes. Write us. Let us know. Hit us up in the DM. Hit us up on Messenger. Hit us up on the Bear With Me pod22@gmail.com. Write into us. Let us know what y'all have going on. Like if it's anything that y'all need advice on. Exactly. I think we stress that a lot on the show. Yeah. Let us know if y'all want to talk about something or want us to talk about something. Let us know. Make sure you do that. And I think we need to toast to the second episode.
Because we didn't have no alcohol the last one.
We didn't, y'all. But that's all right though, because we all finna see these drinks.
And I was sipping on mine the whole entire time. All right,
don't
y'all.
Play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. All right. Till next time, y'all.